Hey HOBY, my name is Ethan Xin, and this is my reapplication for HOBY Kansas 2025. Last year, I was given the opportunity to serve as junior facilitator for Group 3, The Avengers. This year, I would like to reapply for junior facilitator for the 2025 seminar. So one personal success I experienced at the seminar was definitely how quickly I embraced the role of junior facilitator. Before the seminar, I was pretty nervous about engaging my ambassadors, getting hype, and giving them the experience that I wanted them to have. But once we started rushing cars, all those feelings of nervousness just kind of disappeared. I soon found myself being the one to initiate cheers and get my group hyped to even start cheers with other groups. But this success just taught me that I just have to trust myself, embrace new challenges, and let the seminar guide itself instead of forcing how I want it to go. One personal failure that I experienced, however, was not being in the moment for some activities or lessons. I think I spent too much time focusing on being there for my ambassadors and worrying about different activities. So I feel like I didn't take as many detailed notes for myself. But as a leader, I will use these experiences to recognize the importance of confidence, adaptability, and balance. And moving forward, I'll definitely be a more effective and engaging leader who uplifts others, but also continues to learn and grow from my own personal experiences and challenges. So as a red personality type, I would choose the song Brand New by Ben Rector to best describe me. I think it represents my love for adventure and growth and how it's shaped me into the person I am today. So in the first verse, Ben Rector sings, "I feel like taking chances, I feel like anything can happen, and never thought I'd feel like this." These lines resonate with me because they represent the risks I've taken as a person. For example, attending HOBY as an ambassador was a big risk for me because I didn't know what I was getting myself into, but it taught me a bunch of valuable leadership skills that I've used to make a positive impact in my community now. And I definitely would not be where I am today without all the other risks I've taken before in my life. In the second verse, Ben Rector sings, "I feel like a young John Cusack, like making big mistakes. I feel like for the first time in a long time, I'm not afraid." This verse kind of represents the growth I've had as a person. My fear of not doing good enough in certain activities was kind of held me back from my true potential, but having to embrace those fears is just a normal part of the growth journey. And now I'm definitely more confident in what I do. I think the chorus as a whole represents the point in my life where I am now. When he says, "Don't care if anyone sees me dancing," I think it represents just not caring what others think and just being yourself. I've begun pursuing what I truly love and what makes me happy. And that's just me fully capitalizing on my true potential and making me feel brand new. So one of my strengths is that I'm definitely a naturally energetic and outgoing person. Some of my favorite parts of the seminar were engaging with other ambassadors through meal times or group times, doing the cheers, and getting hyped during the Olympics. Being at HOBY has just allowed me to use my passion and energy to create a positive environment where everyone feels uplifted and encouraged to join in on the fun. Another one of my strengths is my passion for being with other people and making a difference in their lives. From serving as an officer in my high school civic engagement club or playing piano for the Meadowlark Hills retirement community, I've definitely learned a lot as a leader, but I think the most important part is and the difference you can make through small acts of service to engage with new J staffers, returning J staffers, ambassadors, and just be the mentor and friend that other J staffers and ambassadors were for me this year. But some of these characteristics can still be a challenge for me. I can bite off more than I can chew sometimes, which can lead to me getting burnt out or not satisfied with my work. But I think by utilizing my strengths, I can definitely bring myself up even if I fall short due to my flaws. I would love to plan a HOBY Against Hunger service project. Last year for Civic Engagement Club, we hosted a community conversation about food insecurity. I think this is a really important topic to educate the ambassadors on because we need to raise awareness, but also give them a chance to act and directly impact their communities. So I can kind of envision one station where we educate the ambassadors, another station can be prepping non-perishable food items for Manhattan schools. We could also donate to food banks like the Flint Hills Bread Basket, and then we can also have some sort of interactive panel where ambassadors can participate in activities that relate to food insecurity and how to combat them. So the position that interests me most is definitely junior facilitator. What I love most about being a junior facilitator is the ability to directly have an impact on the ambassadors. It's just a really good way for me to foster a supportive environment for those ambassadors to help nurture those leadership skills and the potential of the future HOBY ambassadors. First is the growth environment and influence it has. From the moment your car is rushed to mooing in people's faces, you're immediately pushed out of your comfort zone and challenged like no other way you've been before. By volunteering, I can help foster that same environment for ambassadors to get pushed out of their comfort zone and grow as leaders. Another reason why I want to continue volunteering for HOBY is the mission and values, empathy, responsibility, and the drive to create personal change are instilled in young adults, and many of them don't actually grasp onto those values until they attend something like HOBY. By volunteering, I will help instill those values into young adults so they can go out and change the world. Another big reason why is definitely the people. From the moment I stepped foot onto the basketball courts, I knew that this was going to be a totally different seminar than what I expected. It's because of each staff member and ambassador that made HOBY an environment where every individual is recognized of the impact that they can make on others. So the main responsibilities I have next year are college applications. I'm starting up debate and forensics again. I have a few AP classes, and I'm also taking on the position of co-president for Asian Student Union. But I don't think that these responsibilities will necessarily hinder my abilities to perform as a junior facilitator. Last year, I was pretty hesitant about applying because of my really busy schedule, but it turned out okay because I was able to finish all of the recruitment tasks, ambassador prep tasks with no problem. So in the next 5 to 10 years, I definitely see myself coming back as a senior facilitator. My favorite part is definitely the ambassadors. Seeing them grow, seeing them get it is just super incredible and rewarding to see as someone who was in their position before. So I don't know exactly where I'm going to be going to college, but I definitely will apply to be a senior facilitator so I can continue making that positive impact for others in the same way that HOBY did for me.